Travel, travel, travel. If there's one thing that I love to hate, but also hate, would be traveling. It's draining. There's a lot of I guess. Being away from home, that's one thing that I don't like, especially when I'm not with my family. This week I've been travelling for work, which is fine. The days go quick and everything else, but being away from family kind of sucks a bit. Tonight I'm in Port Augusta. The last, it was only yesterday I left actually. Flew to Port Lincoln. On a cooler, smaller plane. I've never actually flown on that particular type before. And then we drove to Whyalla last night. And then tonight we've driven from Whyalla to Port Augusta. So just doing a bit of work. Tomorrow back in Adelaide, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, Port Lincoln's a very, very pretty spot. I wanted to get more sort of video, didn't end up eventuating, just due to a pretty long day at work. But my wife has since seen some of the pictures and did a bit of googling on it, and she wants to go back there, so we might head back there very soon. So I thought, being on the topic of travelling, I'll tell I guess a bit of an interesting story. I might have mentioned this on another vlog, that I've actually travelled up the Stuart Highway, which runs from Adelaide up to Darwin in the Northern Territory. Probably, I think it's around 7 times. It could be 8. I'm not too sure. First one I did was like in 1989 with my dad. Actually, most of them have been with my. No, in fact, all of them have been with my dad. So, the last one I did was about 9 years ago. 9 years ago. Which had an interesting story to it. My dad's probably done the Stuart Highway trip, I would say, double the amount of times I have. And we were driving my car up to Darwin, as I was going to be spending some time up there. And anyway, my dad's a seasoned traveller of the Stuart Highway. At least I thought, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. You're probably going to hate me for telling the story, but it's something that I've always remembered. So we were on the first day of our trip. I left Adelaide, I think about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. First night we were going to stay in Cooperative, which I think is about 700 or 800 kilometres from Adelaide. So it's a long day, long drive. Anyway, we're moving along quite nicely, and I think it was about 150, 160 kilometres out of Cooperative. I noticed that the fuel was running low in my car. And I said to my dad, he was managing the fuel because he's the expert, the seasoned traveller, up that highway. And he said, no, don't worry about it, we'll make it. We started getting a lot closer. Probably it was another 30 k's later. I said, we're getting very, very low. And he said, we should be alright, and then it was about 100 kilometres out, and my dad had subtly turned off the air conditioner, and I said, it's a bit hot, why'd you do that for? And he goes, we are getting pretty low on fuel. And it was getting to the point then where the fuel light was on, had been on for a while. We were heading about 95, 90 k's, and my dad had come to the conclusion we were going to run out of fuel. much to my disappointment. Anyway, there's a like a deserted Wolf Creek sort of style, like sort of, I guess, rest stop, I guess they're called, on the side of the Stuart Highway. Pulled over there, and I said, well, what do we do now? And my dad said, we'll wait for the next person to stop by. We'll give them $50 to drive to Coober Pedy, because they'll be on their way to Coober Pedy. Get them to buy a jerry can full of fuel and give it to the next person who was going south. I thought this was a very interesting scenario, and I said to my dad, well, how can we trust that this will work? And he goes, oh, I've done it before. I still to this day don't know if he actually ran out of fuel on the Stuart Highway, but that response really got me at the time quite upset. It was about 2 hours. No, it was about an hour, and then there was a couple of tourists came by in the cliche combi van, and took the 50 off us and said that they'll get the fuel and that. I think it was about an hour and 15 minutes after that. I'd just about given up. I was going to go look for one of those emergency sort of phones. I think there was one sort of near the rest stop, and as I was walking over there, this huge four-wheel drive or ute, or I'm not sure, rocked up, dude with the biggest cowboy hat I've ever seen, asking if we were the guys that were looking for the fuel. And then we were on our way. But that was an interesting time. The Stuart Highway is such an amazing road, though. Obviously, it crosses a continent. Not much to see, but you sort of make your own fun out of it. I'd love to do it one more time. Hoping to one day. To go. I'm in a hotel room at the moment. I keep hearing this weird beeping. I'll have to check that out. It's sort of freaking me out a bit. I don't think you guys have seen my new vlogging rig yet. Let me show you if I've got the mirror over here. Excuse me as I looking rather seductive on the bed, but can you see that? I'm not sure if you got that or not. Oh look. So basically we've got the Casey Neistat Gorilla Pod. I had to get the same one as him. I've seen how he works with it, and it's so cool. I picked that one up at Ted's Camera House. I love it. I reckon it's awesome. It's got the ball head on it too. Obviously the 70D, which is just amazing to be able to vlog with, because it's such a quality camera. And I've got the Rode mic, which I think I've said in the other vlog what it is. I can't quite remember now. So it pretty much is the I guess a sort of like a Casey Neistat knockoff. Certainly inspired by him, just seeing what he can do with it, and thought I'd go with that. Finally, on this vlog, I'm going to try and do a lot more of these, but I want to apologise to my subscribers. I know I haven't been really active lately. I'm still on YouTube, I'm still supporting you guys. I just haven't had a lot of time due to work commitments to do anything at all. I've been very drained from everything else that's going on with work. It's certainly taken up a lot of my time and energy, to the point I'm almost catatonic on weekends. So I want to apologise. Things are going to get back to normal. I'm certainly not on a hiatus or anything crazy like that. I really want to continue doing it. It's one of my favourite things to do in my life at the moment. So that's it from me. This was vlog 9, I guess. So, geez, big milestone. I've got number 10 coming up. Maybe I should do something special. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you are a first timer, and if you're an old timer, I guess that's not really a good term. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and leave me some comments. Whatever you'd like me to talk about. I enjoy doing these vlogs. They're good fun to edit. They're probably my favourite thing to edit. And now they've got the 70D, you're going to see a lot more of it. So, yeah. Take care, guys. This is Stat live from Port Augusta. Yeah. Alright, see you next time. Bye-bye.